Hello everybody, my name is Hanna and I'm the opposition spokesperson for Youth and Culture. As you know, here in Jamaica, every November we celebrate Youth Month. That is a time when we give very special attention and special focus to that next generation of power. All of you between the ages of 15 to 29 years old. So this month, we are giving you your best you because we want to unearth the best of who you are. We want to invigorate you. We want to inspire you. We want to energize you because we know often sometimes many of you get demotivated. Some of you are fearful about the future. Some of you might not even have the resources to even get beyond high school. So we want to talk to you a little bit about November and what our plans are for you this November. Before I get into anything, I really just want to pay tribute to the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the single mothers, the parents, the fathers, the sisters, the brothers who have really been taking time to mentor and raise strong, mentally adjusted, emotionally aware, talented, purpose-driven young people, especially in a time where there's so many distractions. So I just want to say thank you because it really takes a village to raise a child in this country and in the world. When I was Minister of Youth, one of the things that was very clear is that the best persons to tell us how we should implement programs and the kinds of programs we should implement were young people. So we went on the corners, we went island-wide, and we spoke to over 3,000 young people in consultations. Through those consultations, the National Youth Service, which was under the ministry at the time, actually implemented 8 new programs. The Graduate Work Employment Program, the Ask Initiative. We created Memorandum of Understanding with the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica to place young people in jobs. And we also reserved 10% of all spaces for persons with disabilities. We also conceptualized new employment opportunities, which is now being implemented by the current administration. So we did a number of things for youth development, therefore impacting around 230,000 young people in this country. One of the things that perhaps you might be unaware of is the fact that this year the world is experiencing the largest population of youth it has ever seen. 1.8 billion young people. And each year about 121 million young people turn 16 and go into the labor market seeking work. The International Labour Organization actually says, look, about 75 million young people are currently unemployed, and that is almost at crisis peak. Many of them face the same realities that many of you here face in Jamaica, because guess what? We're going to have to create, and this is globally, over 500 million new jobs by the year 2030. That's 500 million new jobs to satisfy the needs of the amount of young people who are coming into the labor market. Under the Portia Simpson Miller-led administration, we took youth unemployment from 38% down to 28%, and it was trending downwards. And so what I would like to say to this government is that do not pay lip service to youth development. Let us work to make sure that young people at all times have access. That is why I'm imploring the current government to implement the National Youth Policy, which I brought to Parliament. That policy puts youth at the center of national development. It puts youth at the center of ensuring that we have health care for young people, access to education, access to capital. Right now it is before the Human Resource Committee and it needs to be moved out of there, turned into a white paper so that we can make it the legislation that must be enacted. The truth is there is a lot of work to be done and no one person can do it. Youth development takes passion, it takes heart, it takes a commitment to resources, and it is an unending work to make sure that all young people feel satisfied and purposeful, that we are now giving them the best opportunities for them to thrive. All young people, all of you want to live and be successful here in Jamaica, and even if you go away, you want to come back and retire in Jamaica. Isn't that so? And so as we go forward, we must ensure that it is not lip service that we're paying to you, that it is not a situation where we just come at one time and say, well, this is what we're going to do for you. You need to know that whatever you're doing is in demand, that it is marketable, that you don't go to school and study something and then when you come out of university, you can't get a job. And so from very young, we have to be able to tell you, look, here is the direction that you need to go in. And young people, you also need to listen. Parents, you also need to listen to your young people, because the things that used to happen 20 years ago, 30 years ago, even 10 years ago are perhaps a little irrelevant today. And maybe there's some frustration even in the way that you speak to your daughter, your granddaughter, about how they should now look at their lives. Things are changing. The world is moving at a very, very fast pace, and the young people in Jamaica have to keep pace with that. And so one of the things that we're doing as the opposition is we're going to showcase to you, I will showcase to you on social media and also other realms, young people who have dared to go in different directions and do something unconventional as a career. Inspirational stories that we will showcase and show you how they actually did it, and you will hear from them. Another thing that we're doing in our Your Best You tour is a school tour. We're going to go into some schools, some of the schools in Kingston, schools across the country, and talk to young people about motivation, about identity, about how to put themselves together for a job interview, how to dig deep and find that motivation, even when you feel that all is lost. Because guess what? Every single one of you has a talent. Every single one of you can be successful, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. The other thing that we're going to be doing, which is something that I'm very, very excited about, is that we're going to be taking to the streets and asking you how you feel about Jamaica. What are the things that you feel we can do to best help you secure a brighter future in Jamaica? And so there are a number of things that we're going to be doing and speaking to you directly. So look out for it. It's Your Best You. It's the Your Best You school tour. We want you to feel excited, invigorated, energized, and inspired. Because at the end of the day, you are the next generation of Jamaica's power. And if we don't get you empowered to feel good about yourselves, then our country cannot feel good about where we're going. You are the reason why our country will survive. You are the reason why Jamaica will be great. You are the reason why we do what we do. And you are the reason why we get up every day to make sure that at the end of the day, no matter what, even if it is just a word, we want you to feel special. So this Youth Month, we want you to dig deep, find your best you. Could be small, but it is large. It is large in dimension because you are great and you're a very special person. So follow us. Youth Month starts now and we go all the way through November. Keep in touch and see what we're doing and see the activities that we're going to be doing. Lots of love, and may you always find your best you.